comments, man. I comment back. I'm always in the comments, so don't. Shoe gang, baby. It's gonna be the shoe gang, guys, dog. So if you lurking and smirking, hit that like button. If you here for the video, man, and it's just on the reaction side, man, hit that like button, hype button, man. Subscribe for the vibes, not validation. We are going to get into this shoe gang right here. It's called Who Killed Hip Hop? How long ago was this? 2 months ago. 2 months ago, they asked the question, who killed hip hop? I believe they had another song not too long ago where they was in a barbershop talking about hip hop as well too. So they're picking up off this theme here. I can't wait to peep what this is about and hear their thoughts on who killed hip hop, because I may agree or disagree. Yeah, Serge, I think I need you to send that to me because for some reason it didn't save in my watch for later, and due to my internet issues that I had last time, it whatchamacallit, it didn't save in my tabs here because I got another screen open, but things went left, so it didn't save it. So I might need that again. I might need those links again. That's what I was asking about. Because I don't have that link. I don't have those at all right now. But I do remember, but because of the situations that they're gone right now. Bet. All right, here we go. Let's get into it, man. Subscribe for vibes, not validation. We in here. Here I go.
The victims of 50-year-old music genre. They've lumined all the walls in bed set. We got all the
Oh, hold on. I like this. I like this angle right here. Hold on. The investigation of who killed hip-hop, and it's his 50-year-old birthday right now, because hip-hop is 50 years old, so it's his 50th birthday right now.
The victims of 50-year-old music genre. They've lumined all the walls in bed set. We got all the best detectives on this, and they all collected all the evidence, but still haven't solved the cause of death yet.
The cause and death threat messages led us to the upset suspects.
What's next?
Finding out how they're all connected. The mumble rapper, the old head, uneducated fan, Mr. Mainstream.
Maybe they're all connected, but they're all blaming each
Ooh, it's all, everybody gets a piece of the pie. Everybody's getting a piece of the, yo, drop a bomb for this right here early. Drop a bomb for this. I don't think we about to see what's about to go on. I don't think y'all ready for this.
other
Uneducated suspects.
What's next?
Who the suspects?
The cause
Who
of
the
death
suspects?
yet.
The cause and death threat messages led us to the upset suspects.
What's next?
Finding out how they're all connected. The mumble rapper, the old head, uneducated fan, Mr. Mainstream.
Maybe they're all connected, but they're all blaming each other in statements that's off the record. Mr. Mainstream said, "It wasn't me, my record companies gave him the radio plus TV, took him from the street with upfront money plus the machine, and all we wanted was 100% of his publishing." But he
And that's crazy because the mainstream, you could blame mainstream. You know what I'm saying? You really could blame the mainstream based off of what type of hip hop and music that they pushed out there. Because remember, everything has an agenda. Everything moves with the pendulum. You know what I'm saying? So if that certain type of sound is on the rise and on the come up, they're going to be like, this is what's selling. So the mainstream does control what's out there, and it pushes the real hip hop and storytelling and all these other elements to the side. That's why it's funny how I go from listening to the J joint to hearing this type of song right now, because it's like, nah, that's just the mainstream's fault. So we're here right now. We are here. Drop a bomb for this shit right now. This is why I bang with Shoe Gang too. This is why I bang with Shoe Gang. The storytelling aspect, the ability to rap a concept like this is key.
He was drowning in debt, that's how you stole control. Yeah, you drowned him, watered him down, stole his soul. He threatened to go independent, that's when you told him no, so you killed him. But the mumbler's the one who wrote his songs.
I think you killed him and your method was noise.
You know what I'm saying? I think they all got their hand on this shit right here. They all got it. They all to blame, dog. They all to blame. Talk to him, Kenny.
Cause the effect on your voice was your weapon of choice. You auto-tuned them to death, and yeah, you brought the drugs in. Glorified it without discussing the repercussions.
It wasn't me, man.
What's that saying that we used to glorify and look up to the drug dealers, and now we've changed the game, and now the ones that are running it and the popping guys are the drug addicts and the drug users. That's a real thing. Mumble rappers, but you know, no offense, let's just keep it a stack. That Wayne era everybody talk about when he started when he started doing the sound effect raps. I call it the sound effect raps and the groaning raps. I ain't gonna say moaning because that's crazy, but the groaning raps, the auto tunes, the mumbling. That Wayne was spitting with it, but he also had the I Feel Like Dying, the promethazine push, the syrup push, you know what I'm saying? Like, Wayne's influence was heavy with that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think people are jaded with Wayne's career a little bit as these internet conversations happen. But that's not to deny his talent, though. Just saying. It's a great conversation piece of a song right here.
And that's on a nigga mama. My irresponsible hits made him the biggest genre.
Cause you went and conjured a scheme with Mr. Mainstream. Made it all about bling, then killed him to make green.
Okay, there might be one or two connections there, but the other two suspects in there got something to do with this mess.
Well, yeah, the one who knew him the best.
Let me guess.
Yep, the old head. But the uneducated fan?
Uh-huh.
She spent the most bread on the victim.
You think about him?
Ooh, that uneducated fan, because once again, if you get pushed out there and you don't really go back to look at things before, you're just like, well, I like this guy, and this guy's the true definition of hip-hop, and I've seen that based off of doing this YouTube channel, because I was a hip-hop head that was a little bit of the stay off my yard and the old head that was in his bubble with music, but I seen the change and the results of what was going on, which made me be like, I'm going to stick to what I know. But I'm thankful for this channel to be able to have the opportunity of seeing this type of stuff. But the unknowing fan or the fan of an artist, and this is why I also say on this channel as well too, I am a hip-hop fan first, and then all the other niggas after that is where I become a fan of like an artist or whatever. But I will always stick to being a hip hop fan first. A lot of people are fans because they like an Eminem, you know what I'm saying? They like a Drake, they like a Kendrick, which all is fine. But you have to be able to dig into other bags and other sounds and other things to just kind of get a bigger picture and a better grasp on the culture and the genre, in my opinion. Play it back. This might be a long one, y'all. I'm sorry. This might be a long one, but they got this is a discussion song right here. This is a song that you talk about.
But the other two suspects in there got something to do with this mess.
Well, yeah, the one who knew him the best.
Let me guess.
Yep, the old head. But the uneducated fan?
Uh-huh.
She spent the most bread on the victim.
You think what I'm thinking?
You know it.
She might have been sleeping with the victim all thinking he's cheating.
That's motive.
You know the victim had a lot of female
But they wasn't necessarily promoting it though. Like they wasn't literally saying let's do drugs and promoting the drugs. Like they were promoting the sell of it. They wasn't necessarily saying they weren't making songs about smoking dust, you know what I'm saying, and woolies and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they weren't necessarily rapping about that. Like they'd mention it in the lyrics, no doubt, but there weren't consistent songs about that. I don't know about that, B. I don't know about that. I might be missing whatever else you said too, but oh, okay, I see where you at. Okay. In the 80s, they weren't rapping about that. They weren't specifically rapping about doing that stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing that in the 80s. There's no way they was doing that in the 80s. You had artists like KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? They weren't rapping about drug use in the 80s. They was rapping about drug use in the neighborhood, but the artists themselves weren't rapping about using drugs and putting it in their music in the 80s. They weren't. So what are you talking about, Ito? What are you talking about, Ito?
fans and they spend the most.
She might have got jealous and his death was the end result.
We only kicked it for a second. He left me a little voicemail email, but I never listened to the message. He wasn't anybody I even cared to get to know. I just like to turn up with him at the show.
Well, did you know the mumbler in mainstream made him a limelight addict? So every time you turned him up, you just applied that habit? I think you helped him kill himself. You should have learned him instead. If all y'all did was turned up, that's how he turned up dead.
You killed him in that room we found him in, you couldn't let him go. You trapped him and starved him to death, you wouldn't let him grow. You didn't like what he was becoming and you let him know he wanted to be outside that box, you told him hell no.
He killed himself, man, that's how he fucking died. When he crossed over to the other side. He was a public enemy, now he in fucking skinny jeans. He probably OD'd, him and the mumbler.
That's a bar right there. He was a public enemy, but now he's in skinny jeans.
He killed himself, man, that's how he fucking died. When he crossed over to the other side. He was a public enemy, now he in fucking skinny jeans. He probably OD'd, him and the mumbler sipping lean. Okay, let's see if we can connect the dots. The old head was the most upset.
Yeah, he was extra hot.
He's the one that left the threatening messages, referencing the rest of the suspects that led us here trying to guess the plot.
What did he say in the message?
You're gonna die with the fan, mumbler, and mainstream.
Is that a threat or not? You're gonna die cause I'ma kill you, or you're gonna effing drop dead cause they're gonna get you killed?
That's where the message stops.
Damn, this is a fucking mess and a web of lies. And there's still 2 suspects detectives have yet to find. A Mr. Program Director who broke a record for accepting bribes.
That's what I call a criminal record.
Right.
And a culture vulture interview.
Bars and the culture vulture. There's a lot more suspects that you're missing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more pieces to this puzzle, Demetrius.
Viewer who was deputized by the police. He specialized in getting his guests to confess to crimes. He broke the law of real hip-hop. But you're the lead detective on this. Who you think killed hip-hop?
Can we talk, dog? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? These are the conversations a brother loves to have. Me personally, it's all the above. Plus some. Plus the unseen figures. Plus the unseen figures, dog. Drop a bomb for this song. You know what I mean? This song is a 5-piece banger. For the raising question point of it. You know what I'm saying? The concept was fire. Who killed hip hop? And they gave you suspects. But there were more suspects. Let's play that line back. Let's play that line back one time.
Who crimes? He's deputized by the police. He specialized in getting his... The program director who lies. And there's still 2 suspects detectives have yet to find. A Mr. Program Director who broke a record for accepting bribes.
That's what I call a criminal record.
Right.
And a culture vulture interviewer who was deputized by the police. He specialized in getting his guests to confess to crimes. He broke the law of real hip-hop. But you're the lead detective on this. Who you think killed hip-hop?
And I think stan culture kills hip-hop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Stan culture kills hip-hop. Culture vultures definitely kill hip-hop. The inability to gatekeep the culture has low-key killed hip-hop. Because we allow a lot of bullshit in this space. And is that because the people and the powers that be control it and we've lost control of hip-hop? Is that the question? Have we as a people lost control of it? Because once again, we've never gotten a true ownership of hip-hop logistically due to the paperwork and shit and legally. We've let these powers that be take control of it. So that's where it really starts. As soon as you gain back that control and you're able to, you know, do all that other stuff, that's when I think you're able to get hip-hop back to the essence a little bit. But as long as it's ran by the machine, and I think the machine is a big part of it too, and maybe that's the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? But there's always levels and intricacies of what's ruining hip-hop. But this is a great song, 5-piece banger. I liked how they made this concept. I think that shit's fire, dog. So let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the comment. If you lurking and smirking, hit that button. Subscribe for the vibes, not validation. And I lead at the end of this is, who you think killed hip-hop, dog? Who y'all think killed hip-hop?